Hi everyone, welcome back to K2B Creates. It's Kim here again with a wonderful thrift haul. I've been stopping at local Goodwills just to see what they have, and I've gotten really lucky the last couple of times. So I'm gonna be working on doing some of those videos, but I wanted to show you today what I picked up because I am super excited about it. And the prices you just can't beat. So I found two of these ball jars. I'm not sure what size they are. I don't know, I'm not good at that. But they were $1.97 each. And I'm gonna be doing a little display in my windowsills where I'm gonna be painting them. So that was the idea behind that. And then I bought these little, I think they used to call them jelly jars. I'm not sure. I could be wrong, so correct me if I am. But they were $97 each, and they're so cute because they have that nice little detail on them. So I'm gonna be doing something decorative with them, painting obviously, and I'll show you what we do. And then I found these, which I was excited about. They're like little wooden decorative balls. They have little houses on them, not really my style. It's more of like a primitive type of look. But they were 97 cents each. So they had 3 of them. So I picked them up. So we'll be doing something with them as well. And then I was really excited about this sign because I thought it was so cute. And it says welcome, and it's like a little tin sign. I'm obviously gonna put some flower arrangements in it and use it as like a cute little door hanger or something like that. But it was $1.97. And again, I'm gonna paint it obviously, because I have to paint everything. But again, I thought it was really cute, and there's really not much that you would have to do to it. So I'm excited to use that as well. And then I found these cute little pumpkins. So a cute little pumpkin. I don't know what it's made out of, but I think I might put it on my front porch. I might paint them as well. And then I got a little matching little one. The little one was $1.97. This one was $2.97. So we are gonna have some fun DIYing all these great products. So stick around. If you are new to my channel, please go ahead and click on that subscribe button. Tap that notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. I love to do DIYs, and I love my subscribers. You guys have been amazing. So stick around and we'll get into the DIY. So you guys, let me know in the description, in the comments below, if you guys really enjoy these thrift hauls. I know that they are actually my favorite. I love seeing something and re-envisioning it as something else, but I don't know that my viewers are interested in seeing that, and if you'd rather me stick with the Dollar Tree DIYs. So just let me know in the comments below, because I love to hear your feedback, and I definitely take it all into consideration, so I appreciate it. So for this first DIY, I'm taking that metal welcome basket, and I am painting it with some Waverly Elephant chalk paint. It's like a nice dark gray color. And I only did 1 coat of it because you'll see I'm gonna go in and kind of layer on some other colors as well. So you don't have to, I didn't have to worry too much about the coverage on this. So here, once I have that on, I'm gonna take some of my Waverly chalk paint in white, and I am going to start to apply that. I did wait for the gray paint to dry, and then I just did a really light coat of the white. And this was kind of like trial and error. I wasn't sure exactly what I was looking for here, but I started applying it heavier and then got much lighter with it. And then I decided to go in with a paper towel, with like a damp paper towel, and just kind of like rub that white into the gray so you see the gray underneath, and it gave like a really pretty nice worn effect to it, and it looked really cool. So that's what I'm doing here, and I obviously like I said, I just did one really light coat of the Waverly chalk paint, so you don't have to put it on too heavy. And then I didn't like exactly I think this was like a black color, this little wire hanger thing at the top. I was going to take this off and do something myself, but I just decided to paint it lightly with some of the white Waverly chalk paint. And now I'm going to go in with my Waverly Antique wax. I love this product. It's like a very thin consistency, and it's obviously a brown color to it. So I just went in and like really dry brushed it in. I did get very heavy in some spots, but you can easily fix that up going back in and layering some more of the white chalk paint, which is what I'm doing here. So again, just going for that nice worn look, and I think it came out beautiful. So once it's all dry, I'm actually going to take a piece of burlap that I had on hand, and I'm going to stick that into the little basket. No really rhyme or reason here, just kind of arranging it until I like the way it looks. And then I'm sticking some floral foam in there as well, because I'm going to be adding some Dollar Tree flowers. And this is how it came out. I apologize for the lighting here. I could not get it to work for me. But I really just used some of the Dollar Tree floral stems in very neutral colors. And I love the way it looks. It's just a cute little hanger that you can use on your door or anywhere in your home. So the next DIY, we are going to use some of this reindeer moss. And I am just really cutting that up really finely. It kind of comes out in like big chunks. So you want it to be, kind of cut up a lot. And I'm going to use this for those little balls that I bought from the thrift store. I painted them in the elephant gray Waverly chalk paint just because I knew you would see through some of it, and I just wanted a nice solid color on there, and I didn't want the paintings to show through. And all I'm really doing, honestly, is applying hot glue and just rolling it around in this reindeer moss. I've always wanted like decorative type balls. I have like a big vase that I use through the seasons, and I just thought these would be really cute to just use as like decoration filler for a vase or a bowl or something of the sort. And really super easy to do. So I'm just applying hot glue all over until I'm satisfied with the way it looks. And then I had 3 of them, and I left 2 as is with just the green moss. But then I wanted to add a little special touch to the 3rd one just to make it a little bit different. So I just took some cotton twine in white, and I hot glued it, and I'm just wrapping it around this ball in crisscross patterns. That's a tongue twister. Until I was happy with the way it looked, and then I just hot glued the end piece, and I think it just added a really cute touch to it. And then here's what they look like, just displayed in a little china bowl along with some pumpkins for the holiday and the hay bale. And I just think they're so cute. It's such a rustic, natural type of a look. Again, something different. And like I said, it was super easy. You can even use like any kind of balls that you find in the Dollar Tree to do something very similar. So this next DIY is these cute little glass jars that I found to do a little arrangement on my windowsills in my kitchen. So I have 4 jelly jars and 2 big ball jars. I think they're quart size. So I'm going to use these for floral arrangements, and I'm just going to paint them in a very even coat of the Waverly chalk paint in Elephant all over all of the jars. I'm only doing 1 coat because I'm not concerned about the coverage. Again, chalk paint is great for this type of project because it goes on so thick. So I did give that all a really good coat. So then once that's all dry, I take my Waverly chalk paint in white and I am dry brushing it all over these jars. The detail on the jars is really cool, so I couldn't wait to do this to have that contrast and that pop out at you. So I'm brushing on both vertically and then across horizontally to make sure all the lines pop out nicely. And again, I think it's so cute the way they turned out. I love just adding a simple coat of paint to something as simple as jars and having it look so beautiful. And then for the ball jars, I was very sporadic with the way I was brushing it on. Again, I did it in like a vertical motion, and you see like all the lines and things like that kind of pop out at you once you do that. And then I went back and did a horizontal stroke. Again, there's no rhyme or reason to this, and you can kind of do it however you want. You can even do a thicker coat of the white paint and then maybe take some of it off with like a wet distressing kind of a technique. But I thought this was really cool and I want it to look very sporadic and rustic. So that's the technique I used. And here is turned out. I did end up using some twine and I wrapped it around the top of the jars and did a little twine bow on the ball jars. And I just added some of the really beautiful orange and reds and yellow autumn floral stems that they have at the Dollar Tree. I think it just adds a really beautiful pop of color for my kitchen. And I just love it. So something as simple as little glass jars that you can probably pick up anywhere or maybe find around your house can turn into a beautiful display anywhere in your home. So now this is my favorite one. I'm taking the pumpkin that I got at the Goodwill, and then I also had these jack-o'-lantern pumpkins that my mother had given me years ago. But here's the thing, I don't really decorate for Halloween. I just never did, never have. So every time I use these during the season, I simply turn it around so you can't see the jack-o'-lantern face. But they got really beat up over the years. So I couldn't wait to add some fresh paint to these and just spruce them up a bit. These are so much fun to decorate with during the harvest season, and it's one of my favorite times of the year to decorate. So I'm painting them in different colors. I have this little one I'm painting with the celery chalk paint by Waverly. And the great thing about this chalk paint is that it covers so nicely. I think I only ended up doing 2 coats of paint on this. So, and then this was kind of funny, and I thought I'd just show you the whole process, just so you see it doesn't always turn out perfectly the first time around. I only had orange acrylic paint, so I decided to go ahead and make my own mixture because it was a very bright orange and I didn't really like it. So I added some white, and this is the shade that I came up with, and it's a very, it's kind of like, it reminds me of like orange sherbet. It's a very light orange. It's very pretty. I liked it, but once it was all dry and everything, I kind of decided it just wasn't what I was going for. I really just wanted that deep pumpkin color. But just so you know, that pumpkin was very faded, so I needed to paint it anyway, so it's not like I'm doing double the work. So I didn't like it. I ended up going to get the Waverly chalk paint in pumpkin, and I'm going to apply a nice coat of that. And you'll see what a difference it is. And I love this shade. I love this pumpkin color. So I just went ahead and I think I only had to do 1 coat, maybe like a light touch-up coat here and there. But for the most part, just 1 coat because I had such a good base color with that other orange. And then two of the other pumpkins, I decided I was going to do them in a white shade. So I just literally took some old spray paint. I don't even know if they make this anymore, but I just applied a fairly thin coat. I think I did 2 coats of the spray paint on both of these pumpkins just to give it a nice kind of a primer finish for the chalk paint, so I didn't have to do so many coats of the chalk paint. So that's what they look like after they were painted with Ivory Waverly chalk paint. I wasn't going to bore you with all of that. And now I'm just going to simply go in on all of the pumpkins and paint the little stems. I'm using my Waverly Antique paint and just going in and painting all of the stems on the pumpkins. And I'm just using some brown acrylic paint to paint the stems on all of the pumpkins. So I also wanted to add some pumpkin leaves to my pumpkins. So I just took these leaves from different floral stems that I have laying around the house or that I wasn't using, and I cut them so that they're each individual leaves. I did not like how green and kind of fake looking they look. So I'm just taking some of my brown acrylic paint and I am dry brushing them on the leaves just to give it, I think it just adds a little bit of dimension. It makes them look much more realistic than that fake green. So again, I'm just going in and dry brushing that brown acrylic paint over all of the different leaves. And this just shows you the difference between the one that I painted and how it looks originally. So I think it makes a huge difference. So now I'm taking all of my pumpkins and I'm gonna take some of that Waverly Antique glaze and I'm gonna go in and dry brush some of the lines in the pumpkin. You can follow the lines that are on your pumpkin or, you know, kind of do it however you want. I did that and then I went in and I think I did a few other strokes of, you know, just in between, just to make them look more dimensional, I guess. And I think it adds a cute little touch to the pumpkins. So I did do that on all of the pumpkins. I think I have a total of 5 pumpkins total. So I went ahead and did that to all of them. And there's my little jack-o'-lantern painted white, but you will never know when you turn it over. And that's what I plan on doing. So now I'm gonna go in and just apply my leaves to the top of my pumpkin. And I'm gonna use 2 leaves per pumpkin. And I love the way this looks. I think it just looks perfect and it adds a cute little touch to it. And then because I'm going to use these pumpkins outside on my front porch, I am going to coat them all with this Rust-Oleum clear satin color just to give them some protection. And this is how they turned out, and I am obsessed with them. They look adorable. So thank you all for watching today. Please, as always, let me know what you think. Let me know what your favorite thrift store haul was, or thrift store DIY was, because I always love to hear from you guys. If you haven't already, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so you get to see all the videos that I post. And you guys have a great week and take care, and we'll see you soon.